Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. I have in front of me a USB LED light system. As you can see here, it's very tiny, but I think this is the future for off-grid LED light system. Let me show you quickly and we'll talk about it. If I have a small battery bank system, I can convert this into a flashlight. There we go. And it's 2.5 watt. I think it's bright enough for, let's say, a small room. If you have a tiny house, for example, you're living off-grid, it doesn't use that much power, only 2.5 watt per hour. And I think it's bright enough. And if you have a couple of these, this will lighten up your room. So let's talk about it right now. Alright, so as you can see here, I have this LED USB light and it's connected to my very tiny battery bank system. So this is like using those 18650 battery, and I think I can actually take it out and put a new battery once I charge it, right? But it's very tiny. This one probably is, I believe, is around, I don't know, about 10 to 15 watt hour system. And it's able to connect to a 2.5 watt lighting system. This is a USB LED light. So when I connect it, it's pretty bright. Now, imagine now you have maybe 4 sets of LED lights. So you can actually convert. Let's say you buy one of these USB port here. Actually, it has 8, but I couldn't put it in between. So if it's smaller, maybe I could do that. But let's just put 4 in here, as you can see. And I plug the USB connector to my battery bank system here, a tiny one. I'll show you another one that has a bigger one and works really well. Let me show you quickly. I plug it in and there we go. You see that? Now we have a very quick lighting system. Altogether, this used 10 watt hour. So for this battery, it may last for me 1 or 2 hours. And for a bigger battery like this one here, right? So again, you have a lot of these battery bank system. This is a power bank. And this one is, I think it's a, let me see. This one is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery system, so you can see there. Okay, so here we can have a lighting system that will last for 5 hours, I believe, right? Continuous use. So not bad. This is one, and you can turn, because of this USB connector, it can be turned off. You see that? I can turn it off. Just use one. I can use 2 or 3 or 4 like that. Okay, so very convenient, and you can maybe tape this or glue this or screw this into the top wall, side wall, whatever you want, and you have a very good lighting system for your off-grid house, right? So let's say you're living somewhere in the forest with a solar panel and all that, and you don't want to use too much power, and this is the best way, quickest way to light up your whole house in somewhere in the boony land. I think it's a great way to power your off-grid housing system. Very convenient. Just get one of these, lots of these battery bank system. You charge them, and there we go. You have a USB LED light that you can power around your house. Now, another thing is I want to talk about is this here. Now, this is a, let me just quickly take this out. Here is a cigarette lighter power system. So you connect this to your cigarette lighter for your car. Now you don't have to do that. As long as there's a socket to plug this in and it's a 12 volt system, you should be able to power a lot of USB devices. Now I want to focus on the lighting system. The unique thing about the USB LED light system is that we can control it using 12 volt or 6 volt or even 4 volts. Let me show you. Here we have the power bench. This is a variable power bench, and I'm gonna set it to 400 milliamp hour, and I'm going to increase the amount of voltage. So right now it is set to, let me just set it to 3. Okay, let me just, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll tell you. Okay, so 3 volt, and it's 400 milliamp hour. Now I'm going to connect the positive end to this. Okay, imagine now we have a socket plugged in. Okay, there we go. Okay, at this point, 3 volt is not powerful enough to light this light. Okay, you can see that. But as I increase the light, I can see at around 3.5, I start seeing some glow. I don't know if you can see that, yeah? It's glowing. Then I bring it up to around 4 volt, it's brighter now, okay? Then I bring it up to 5, which is standard for USB connecting. You can see it's very bright. Okay, at least 2.5 watt hour brightness. And then you can increase this more if you want. What this tells me is that a 12-volt system will still work as long as you have this type of connector, this USB connector. And some of them have a built-in USB connector in there, and you just plug it in. Even though the battery may be drained below 12 volt, you can hook up any battery system that's like 6 volt, and it will still work. You can see that it was working. So it's connected to the positive negative terminal here, and it's working. So even a 6 volt system will work. In fact, right now it's showing me that if I set to 4 volt, now it's not going to be as bright, it will still work. But if I set to the the optimal voltage is 5. This is what the current's running through and the voltage running through the USB connector. So 500 milliamp hour or 5 volt system will definitely run this LED light perfectly. So whether you have a 6 volt system or 12 volt system or 9 volt system, hook up to this type of connector, right? This is a car socket cigarette lighter connector, and you can power many devices, especially if you're talking about lighting system like the USB LED light. This is perfect. So I believe that this is the future of off-grid lighting system. Very convenient, very easy. One of these only cost me 50 cents. And if you buy a bunch of them, it might be even cheaper, right? Maybe around 30, 40 cents at most. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. Bye.